when people tell you that they're going to recommend your product as a vendor, you're very excited, and probably they have good intention, but a lot of times they don't. So in one study, 81% of these customers of a communication company told them that they were going to recommend, but in fact only 30% did. So people don't recommend as much as they say, and the question is also, how often do they? Once a year, or once every 10 years, or once a week? So word of mouth is about stimulating people to talk more and more often. Most buzz is positive, but there is a part that is negative, and 30% of negative word of mouth actually comes from people who never owned your product, which is kind of annoying. And the only way really to counterbalance this constant trickle of negative buzz that comes from people who have no experience is to encourage your happy customers to, raise their voice and tell their friends how happy they were. I think it's probably our brain is wired this way, although I never saw any research about this. But when we create something, we have to share it. Like, when you finish this beautiful picture in kindergarten, the first thing you do, you raise it like this and you show it to everyone. Now, why? Because we do that. We create something, we share. So any time that a company can allow customers to create something, to express themselves through the product, they're going to get more buzz. Now, with some products like the Macintosh, when the Macintosh just came out, it's a product that allows creativity. So people were talking about it because they were proud of what they created with the Macintosh. Or the Lego Mindstorms allows you to build robots with it. So that's one category of creativity that leads to buzz. But even if you don't have that product that allows creativity, but you allow the customer to customize the product in a meaningful way or in an interesting way, they're more likely to talk about. If M&Ms, you can put your name on an M&M now and order this. So obviously you're not going to eat these M&Ms in a dark room by yourself, right? You're going to share, you're going to show it. So that's an example for customizing a product that leads to buzz. People forget, they run out of opportunities to talk, and if you don't remind them and give them reasons to talk, they won't buzz about your product or your cause. I'm looking currently at the different influences, because we're not only influenced by word of mouth, we're not only influenced by advertising, and we're not only influenced by mass media, we're influenced by a bunch of things, and how they interact is also very interesting. We don't simply just see what someone is doing and say, hey, I'm going to do what they're doing. Sometimes we see, okay, if you're doing this, I'm actually not doing this. So I think this area is something very interesting that we're going to learn more about, hopefully, in the next 10 years.